Hello and welcome. So today we have a fiery wreath that I'm making for my cauldron. However, what I have here just doesn't work because it's not secured to anything. You walk by it, it's gonna fall apart. So come join me as we make our fiery wreath for this Halloween season. Let's get started with making our fiery fall wreath for the cauldron. The first step is to paint this 10-inch floral craft ring black. I picked this ring up from Michael's for about $10 US. Today, I'll be using a matte black paint, also from Michael's, and a craft brush to get this part done. I want to ensure that I get as much of the white blacked out as possible. The second step of this project is applying lights. If this isn't blacked out, the white will show through, and this is what I'm trying to avoid. After this is painted black, I'll set it aside and allow to dry before moving on to step 2, applying the lights. I'm going to be using a low temp hot glue gun to secure the lights to the ring. As I'm applying the lights, I will secure each LED of the string to the foam. As I continue to go around and around with each pass, I'll try to alternate the lights so there's a somewhat even light distribution. If I were to leave all the lights not distributed, the fire effect would be greatly diminished. I really like the lights that I'm using for the effect they provide. However, they come with two small issues for me. The first being, if they lose power, you have to turn them back on. And the second, they are USB powered and didn't come with a brick for power. The first issue is only an issue for me, as I have everything on smart switches, and when I turn off our fall decor, I have to turn these back on manually. And the second issue is minor, but I would love to see a plug-in version of these in the future. Once I get all the lights secured, we can move on to the next steps of testing lights and applying leaves. Now that our lights are applied, let's get them plugged in to test before we apply the leaves. And outstanding, they work beautifully. I will be using fall leaves from an old fall garland that I've had sitting in storage since my wedding day 6 years ago, just waiting to make another appearance. Most of the leaves that I'm using were already loose in the box, and if I need more, I can simply snip a few more off the garland. I will be applying these leaves in two ways. The first way is using a bead of hot glue and then pushing it against the foam to secure in place. The other way is if the leaf still has a stem, I'm just going to simply press it into the foam. I want to create a thick covering to hide the lights as best as possible. The lights I'm using are super bright, but they have a dimming function. If I have too few leaves, then I can dim the lights to get the proper effect. Applying the leaves did take me about an hour on this wreath, so take your time when working with hot glue so not to burn yourself as I did numerous times. Once I get all of these leaves secured to the foam, we can see the final reveal. And here it is, our fall fiery wreath that I'm using for my cauldron. I don't have to worry about it falling apart now when I walk past it. I couldn't be happier with how this turned out. Let's take a look at the big picture for a moment. My Gimme Motionette Witch has never looked better with this cauldron. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this project. What would you have done differently? I would love to hear from you, and as always, thank you for watching. This has been Darren's Villaging and More presents Creating a Fiery Wreath for My Cauldron. If you like this video, like and subscribe for more.